Hello, Jungle Friends. How's it going?
Jungle Friends.
Yeah, yeah. That's a
Hey,
little
it's different.
a little misleading since the animals don't do as much as you think they would in this movie. But anyway, we're talking about the 1994 edition of Jungle Book, which I completely forgot was a thing.
Even though I mentioned it like a month or two ago.
And then you know what? You mentioned it to me like once, and then just kind of blanked out.
I'm telling you, people always forget about this movie because it's just. I mean, like, Disney doesn't push it. Honestly, I'm not even sure they have the rights to it.
Like when you're thinking of Jungle Book, you either think of the animated one or you probably think of the 2016 remake?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think Jungle Book? Those are probably the two you think of. You don't think, oh yeah, Jason Scott Lee was totally Mowgli.
Actually, I do. I watched this enough when I was little that I still think of it.
Dude, I think I maybe saw because I was rewatching it before the show, and I was like, have I seen this before? Because it's
probably. I think it used
familiar.
to play on TV a lot. I know I had seen it a number of times. I don't think I ever owned it, so I think it was just on TV.
Yeah, a lot of this looked familiar. I was like, I swear I watched this when I was like 4 or 5 or something.
But it's funny because while it's not exactly a remake, but honestly, it's close enough that it's weird that it doesn't show up on those, like list of Disney live action remake things. Because I mean, like if Maleficent and even Cruella shows up on those lists, then this should be on those lists.
Because I was watching this, and I mean this in the most positive way possible. This felt a lot like Tarzan.
Yes, it is. I actually wrote that down too. It is more of a Tarzan story than a Jungle Book story.
Because like when you think of Jungle Book, generally you think of Mowgli as a child, as the man cub, right?
Yeah, which they do a little bit of that.
Yeah, but 15 minutes in, and he's now Jason Scott Lee. So like, you don't think of Mowgli as an adult in the jungle, not being able to speak English anymore. But that's what this movie is.
Yeah, but I mean, I do think it should be on those lists of remakes still, just because again, if those other things count, this should count. But that would be weird because then that would mean this is the first one. Because usually, if you think about it, it's 101 Dalmatians was the first one.
Yeah, with Glenn Close, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but that was 2 years after this, so this is kind of the first live action one.
This was like what Buena Vista is who made this.
Oh,
Which I think was owned by Disney, but it was like one of their off branches.
Disney's all over the branding, so it was either way, it was them.
But I think 101 Dalmatians was actually Walt Disney Studios. I think.
Yeah, it could be a production thing.
But Jason Scott Lee as Mowgli, I mean, I won't lie, when I first saw him, he was like, you look like Liu Kang.
Oh my god. I've thought that a few times, but look, he does have a very, between the hair and just some of his expressions, yeah, he's got a similarity, but no, they're different enough that they're definitely not the same.
Yeah, no, almost after thinking, I was like, okay, yeah, you're not Liu Kang, but
we also got Shao Kahn's little brother Cher in here too. So I mean, maybe.
I was actually shocked that he wasn't the main villain like he normally is.
Yeah, this one had a lot less focus on the animal storylines.
Yeah, because like Baloo, you still have like Baloo, Bagheera, the wolf whose name I can't remember.
I don't think they said in the movie. I was actually waiting, but if they said it, I didn't catch it.
I think his wolf father's name was Aquila in the original story, if I remember correctly, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But I don't think they named the pet, the wolf cub that he was protecting at the beginning, who was adorable, by the way.
Yeah, and also he went into the jungle with this wolf.
Yeah.
Instead of meeting the wolves after.
Yeah, like he saved the wolf and then brought the wolf back to his family. So it's a little bit of a different twist on Mowgli.
Yep. And he also saves a baby Baloo.
Dude, seeing Baloo as a baby messed with me. I was like, what? Baloo is a baby? And then Bagheera was just like, oh, hey.
I'm here. Hey, wolves. All right, bye.
Well, he immediately was like, I'm going to protect you, Mowgli. And like, something different about this compared to a lot of the other Jungle Book stories. None of the animals talk.
Yep.
They're more real. And I guess it's supposed to be a more realistic take on Jungle Book.
Yeah, I mean, the animals are obviously still way more humanized, I guess, because they're very aware of what's going on. Like
I don't know. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but these weren't real animals, were they?
Most of the time they were, actually, but there's a lot of compositing. So
Because I mean, I was impressed that because they looked like real animals. So I was like, either this is really really good animatronic work, or they just trained real animals.
no, most of the time it was real animals. But if you ever see somebody like face to face, it's typically a composite. Like if the main actor's face to face, it's a composite. But like when they're wrestling, like when you see Mowgli from behind wrestling with Baloo, obviously that's not going to be Jason Scott Lee, but that is a real bear. And like there's a couple of times when Shere Khan jumps on people, and that's people really wrestling with a tiger.
Yeah, they must have been trained though to be like, no, you don't kill people. I did not know Sam Neill was in this movie, so that was
I forgot about that. Yeah, there's a lot of recognizable faces. Yeah, you got Alan Grant himself.
John Cleese is in this.
John Cleese. Yeah, actually, I'm supposed to meet him next month.
That's awesome. Actually,
he's doing this like tour thing, and yeah, it's next month that I should have the opportunity to talk to him, and that which would be really cool.
I can't see him without thinking of Fawlty Towers. I don't know if you've ever seen that show.
I've seen a bit of it. I do intend to watch the whole thing at some point because it seems hilarious.
It's very funny. Yeah, and he's a main reason why it's so funny.
I believe it. Every time he shows up, I'm just like, well, this is going to be a good time.
Yeah.
And then you got Queen Cersei, Lena Headey.
Yeah. I think the only going back to the animals a little bit, I think the only one that was CG was Ka.
Yes, and there were only like two or three shots.
Was that supposed to be Ka?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because when I see a snake in Jungle Book, I'm like, okay, that's Ka.
Yeah, but in this one, it's a much bigger, more imposing snake,
much more murderous.
Yeah, but yeah, there was a couple of CG shots of like two or three.
Yeah, and this is very. How do I put this without being mean? We found a savage man. Let's bully him into taking us to find things in the jungle type of story.
Yeah,
and like. The one girl realizes he's not me. It's that trope.
Well, again, calling back to Tarzan, it's in this one. It's hey, bring us to the treasure. But like in the animated Tarzan, for instance, it was bring us to the apes so we can hunt them. So it really is a Tarzan story. This one,
it's very actually similar to Tarzan.
And then the love story being central to this.
Yeah, Tarzan and Jane. Which, to give the movie credit. They did know each other as children, so they already had an established connection.
Yep.
So I'll give credit where credit is due.
Although I'm not sure about the message. I just keep trying to kiss her until it works.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
If you want to get punched in the gut, go for it. But now, like, did he recognize her immediately?
It didn't seem like it.
Or he was just like, "Oh, you're really fine."
I think that's more of what it was. I don't think he recognized her though.
But he thought to give her the charm necklace, whatever it was. He thought to give that to her. So are we sure he didn't recognize her?
I don't know. He couldn't speak at the time. All I know is he felt fire.
Yes, very hot fire. Or was it big fire? One of the two.
I think he said big.
I'll be real with you. When John Cleese said the bare necessities of life, I giggled.
Well, Baloo couldn't say it, so he had to.
There were a couple of references to the original. Like they did call him Man Cub toward the end of the movie, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
King Louie was just kind of an annoying monkey.
I mean, isn't he always though?
Yes, but this time he is actually just an annoying monkey. He's not Christopher Walken in this.
needs more walking.
Exactly. But I also did love how the weasel main villain who's girl's boyfriend, clearly he's the bad guy. That obvious trope.
Yeah, that's Cary Elwes, another face showing up. Robin Hood or Wesley the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Oh my God, that's who that was.
Yes. Which what's weird is I know him most as Wesley, but he usually plays a villain. Aside from him and Robin Hood. Yeah, right. Sorry, yeah, I did just say Robin Hood, so that was dumb.
No, because like I was like, I know this fucking guy's face, and I could not place it. It was driving me insane. But thank you.
No, he's just so he's too good at the snarky that just like snide. I want to punch you in the face voice. I'm like, I see why you play a villain a lot.
Yeah, when after Mowgli is like humanized and what's the term I'm looking for? Domesticated.
Domesticated, Jesus.
And Robin Hood brings him into the fucking like trophy room, and he sees all the heads on the wall. You could see he's about to have a seizure. He was about to freak out, and I can imagine
the conversation they have. I liked that conversation they had.
It was one of the best scenes in the movie, to be honest with you.
My favorite scene is honestly when they're bringing him into civilization and they're cleaning him up, and just that whole scene is hilarious. Like when they're taking his measurements and he just giggles and pushes the guy away
because he thought it was a game. Just pushes the guy. No, that was good. That was cute.
No, I see why I liked this movie as a kid. It's cheesy, but it's charming.
No, I mean, to be honest to God, there is something charming about Mowgli in this movie. Like, there's something about characters like that are so innocent that, like Broly, for example, in the new version. About like super naive, innocent people. It's very charming to me, and it's always like, I
think Jason Scott Lee did a good job in
he did
portraying that.
I didn't care about the girl all that much, if I'm honest with you, but
I mean, she was brave throughout the movie, which was I liked that about her. But I guess she didn't get a chance to do much, which is a shame.
No.
Although she had one line that I liked. They watched the guy fall to his death, and she just goes, "What a shame." Well,
I love that because she was being so snarky about. The other guy was being so snarky about. Well, that is life. People die, and then she was like, "One of your people just died. Let's go." Yep. It was a big middle finger. It was cute. It was cool. Well, the one douchebag guy who was like the main one torturing Mowgli, and when he was in the dungeon, and he gets in the quicksand, I was like, oh, haha, fuck you. All the villains get their comeuppance, though. None of them come out alive.
Yep. Now there's a lot of death towards the end of this movie.
Yeah, Shere Khan just mauling the guy.
Yep, and there's people just getting shot left and right. Like, all right, maybe this is why Disney doesn't want people to know about this one.
The one dude in the balls and knocking him off a cliff. He kicks a guy in the nuts twice in this movie.
Well, it's effective.
It works. Super effective.
So, just to be clear, that snake charmer with the rope, like that was actual magic, right?
Yes. Yeah. There's magic. Magic is canon to the Jungle Book universe.
Good.
And toward the end, or even before that, when they get to the monkey city with all the treasure and stuff, I could not stop thinking of the Cave of Wonders.
I was getting sort of Indiana Jones or like the Mummy vibes, but yeah, that too.
Yeah, because Aladdin's the same thing. Don't touch anything or you will die.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I very distinctly remembered that whole sequence when that started going. I was like, I forgot about that, but I remember that.
And then when Mowgli gets Kitty out of there, and the one guy's left, he's like, look at all the treasure we can have. She's like, fuck you, and just leaves with him. And all the monkeys were just staring down at him. I was thinking Death by Monkeys from Toy Story the whole time. Until Ka showed back up. I was like, oh yeah, you're in this. I forgot about you.
Well, it makes it seem, it seemed a little unclear, I guess, but it made it seem like Mowgli killed him at the beginning.
I always thought, is Ka a man or a woman? I don't know.
It goes back in the animated version. I'm pretty sure Ka is male, but in the
remake, it's Scarlett Johansson.
Yes, so definitely not.
Yeah, I don't know, but you would think it seemed like you're right. It seemed like Mowgli killed Ka, but I guess he didn't and just got away. I don't know.
At least he was around to take care of that dude.
If he wasn't, the monkeys probably would have just jumped him.
No, they would have just stared intensely.
And you're just like, do you just stand there? Like, if I move or the monkey's gonna attack me, what do I do? Could you imagine though, after a Ka attack, the water starts turning red? I would have been like, oh, ooh. How this movie got a PG rating at that point would have been beyond me.
Yeah, it was towing the line a bit.
And then I laughed when they're fighting at the end. He's like, "What do you have that I don't?" And Mowgli's like, the strength of a bear, speed of a panther, really sharp teeth. There was another one, and I can't remember what it was. But he's like, "This is why I'm better than you." And I was like, "Oh, all right, Mowgli. You tell him, bro. You
Solid
let
point.
everybody know what you think." But this movie is definitely a product of its time.
Yeah, it's very tonally similar to a lot of other live action Disney movies from around there. Like I kept thinking it's totally different type of movie, but it felt tonally kind of like Homeward Bound.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, now that you mention it. Is this movie bad? Not at all. It was actually a decent movie to sit down and just BS on. Like if you just want a movie on the background, hey, you could find worse. But if it's a Jungle Book movie you want to watch, this isn't the first one I'd point to. I'd still watch this over Mowgli, though.
What you said you still haven't seen Mowgli?
Yeah, but from what I've heard, I'd rather watch this than.
I mean, I get why people would like Mowgli. It's well made, but I don't really want to spoil it because it is a spoiler. But there's a reason I hate that movie.
Maybe someday we'll get to that, but
nah, I'm not gonna watch that again.
Maybe now I have to pick it to make you watch it again.
I'm gonna say no.
No, we're not doing this. Not doing this. But from what I've seen from Mowgli, I think I'd rather watch this one. I'd probably honestly watch this over the original anime because I'm not a big fan of the original animated movie.
I haven't seen it in so long. I don't even remember most of it. But
I think the 2016 Jungle Book is still probably my favorite Jungle Book version.
It was definitely a lot of care went into that one. It's so weird that Jon Favreau got the animals so right in that, and then went on to make Lion King. I don't understand what happened there.
I feel like he didn't want to make Lion King. It was just kind of forced into it. Is probably what happened.
I don't know. I'm just really glad they took the critiques from that Lion King movie and improved it for Mufasa.
Doesn't make Mufasa good.
It makes it less pointless.
All right.
Because that Lion King remake was pointless.
If you were going to do a Lion King remake, just make it like Pixar CGI. You don't need to make it realistic CGI.
I'll just go, hey, if you're thinking about making a Lion King remake, don't. Because you've already failed by thinking that.
I mean, Lion King's already perfect. How do you ruin that? Oh, Disney. Take my money. I got you. I'll show you how to make it worse.
I love how this just devolved into a Disney live action remake rant.
Jesus. We can make a whole video about that, and I don't want to do it.
And most of it would be me just saying what I just said about Lion King, but extended.
Applied to everything else.
Yep.
I don't think there's much more we can really say about this, though. It's one of those cases where it's really not bad, but it's not like great either. It's just kind of like, oh, all right.
Yep, that was a movie. Didn't hate it, didn't love it.
And those are the hardest movies to talk about.
John Cleese was in it, so I had a good time.
Yeah, that's true. Like, would I watch this again? Yeah, probably. I didn't think it was terrible. But next week...
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
What do I want to do here?
I thought you said you already knew.
I had multiple options because I still have my list here. Okay. All right. I think I know what we're going to do. We've talked about the other two movies in this franchise, and with the sequel on the horizon, it's time to talk about Mortal Kombat.
Damn it. Yeah. You're right. You're right, but
I've only seen this once.
Can we just... You're gonna hate me. I'd rather watch Annihilation.
I can't say what I want to say, but I'll send you the video of what I want to say after the show ends.
Okay. Annihilation is so stupid that it's fun to watch. I can't... I'm just not excited to rewatch... What year was that? The
2021.
Okay, I'm not excited to rewatch that. I'll do it. It's fine. I've only seen it the one time, but I'm not excited.
But we'll see how this one goes. So, thank you guys for watching this episode today. We do appreciate all the support, and we'll see you next week for Mortal Kombat.